Of Seattle. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Clark. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's second and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. Pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw is Darnold. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's got his man London right side. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Michael Williams. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Third and 19. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Seahawks, nothing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's another 1st down for Seattle. They're stringing some good plays together in the passing game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4. From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle, caught by London. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got it. It's Samuel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. We'll get back to Charbonnet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Again, Darnold. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
They'll
look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Barner, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Back to throw, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Darnold now to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 3rd and 9. Darnold. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they're locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
31-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And a 49er first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
The 41-yard line.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It looks like they'll move things around here. Purdy now to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. But with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw completed by Purdy.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Purdy. He's got the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Watkins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now and he will bring this one back. It's a full return for the 49er touchdown. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He gets this complete to Shaheed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a diving catch right side. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. You're going to blitz. Likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Darnold to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 26-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Charbonnet once again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
To throw is Darnold.
He'll try and do this himself. He's got his man London right side.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Darnold. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33.
14 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Here's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all four quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their